Welcome back, guys. We are on Chapter 5, Lesson 6. Last two lessons, 6 and 7. All right, so today we are going to learn about how to identify points in ordered pairs and to name an ordered pair after reflection on the coordinate plane. Oof. All right, so first we have vocabulary, we have quadrants. All right, so this is really going to be important because I know this is on your homework. Different quadrants. So the way that I remember the quadrants is that it goes counterclockwise. All right, so as you can see, a normal clock, goes like right to left. This time it is actually the opposite way. So we can see that quadrant 1 is going to be going to quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 goes there, 3 to 4, and so on. So it is going the opposite direction. It's going counterclockwise. That's how I remember it. Otherwise, you can try to remember it as quadrant 1 is positive, positive. Quadrant 2 is going to be negative, positive. This one is going to negative, negative, and then we also have positive, comma, negative. All right, so positive, negative, those are going to be the numbers that are in our different quadrants on our X and Y axis. All right, we'll get to more of that in a second. All right, so we are going to look at example 1. Example 1 is on page 396. All right, so step 1, we are going to start the origins and move to the x-axis and find where the x-coordinate is on point C. All right, so if we look where point C is, we are going to try to find this coordinate where that dot is. All right, not where the letter is, where the dot is. All right, very important that you know. So we're going to start right here. We're going to go to X first and then up. So we're going to go horizontal and then up, or down, depending on where you're going. All right, so if we're going to go right, which is going to give us to 1 1/2, and then we're going to go up, which then we're going to go over here, which gives us to 1. So that means that our x is going to be 1 1/2, and our y is going to be 1. All right, so it's really important to know that whenever you're doing a coordinate, you always need an x and then a y. So wherever it falls on the x-axis, that's what number you put. Wherever it falls on the y-axis, that's what you put, okay? So x is going left to right, y is going up and down. All right, and then what quadrant is it in? Remember our quadrants, we have quadrant 1 here, quadrant 2 there, quadrant 3 here, quadrant 4 here. Okay, remember it's going in the opposite direction. So if we look, we can see that quadrant 1 is going to be where our location is. So I'm just going to put Q. Ooh, that's bad. Q1. All right. Hopefully you don't have any questions so far. I wanted to ask that, but I was like, they can't talk to me. All right. Example 2. All right. So we have to identify the point located at negative 1/2 and negative 1. All right. So again, we are going to start at our origin. All right. Start in the middle. All right. Going to go negative 1 1/2. So we're going to go x first and then y. All right. X, then y. Just like in the alphabet, it goes x and then y. Yeah, same thing. All right. So we're going to go x first. All right. Which is going to give us here. And then we're going to go down to negative 1. All right. Which will give us to B. All right. So B is our point. And now we need to identify what quadrant it is in. There we go. All right, so we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4. So if we look, our quadrant is going to be quadrant 3. All right, so I'm just going to write Q3. All right, moving on to example 3, which is going to be all about reflections. All right, so a reflection is where you take the number and then you put it on the opposite side. So essentially you are making the negative into a positive and the positive into a negative on the opposite side. Just depends on where they're asking where the reflection is going. So it says name the ordered pair in the reflection, negative 3, 2, across the x-axis. So when it says x-axis, we are talking about this line right here, okay? So we want whatever on this side to flip to go on that side. All right. So if it says X, you're moving it to the bottom. If it's saying Y, we're flipping it to the other way. So let's just focus on X for now. So we're going to the opposite direction. So that means that our Y is going to change. So anytime when we have this, our Y will change. X-axis, reflection, change the Y to opposite. All right. All right, so if we're going to do the opposite, that means we're going to go -3 on this side, all right, and then 2, -2, which will give us, that will be our reflection, okay, so then we'll have -3 and then -2, all right. Same thing when we're doing the y-axis, we're doing the reflection across the y-axis, our x will change, but our y will not. All right, so x-axis reflection, we change the y. Y-axis, we change the x. All right, which I think will be the next one. Yes. Okay, so we have Kendall is building a square fence. She places a fence post at the locations indicated on the grid, which is location post reflection, reflects -4 across the y-axis. So,
Marsha Graham, please come to the high school office. Marsha Graham to the high school office.
Sorry. All right, so if we're going to go across the y-axis, all right, so this is my y, all right, and this is x, y, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this isn't going to be perfect, so please accept my drawings. All right, so first I'm going to draw that, which is going to give us -4 and 4, which is going to give us up in this top corner. And now I want to go across the y-axis. So that means I'm going to flip it onto this side, which then I'm going to just change the x. All right, with the y-axis, you are changing the x. All right, so that means that I'm going to flip it to here, which is going to give me 4, +4, 4. All right, so when we flip, we're just changing the x if it's over the y-axis. If it's over the x-axis, you change the y. I know it sounds a little confusing, but hopefully you will understand. If you don't understand, please message me so I can help you understand. All right, guys, so I believe that is it for lesson 6. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you would like to give this video a thumbs up, please do. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to my channel, punch that notification bell, and I will see you another time. Goodbye.